Hi there, my name is Brian Red. I live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, USA. Now, 20 years ago to the day, I went out for the very first time as a mobile wedding DJ. I was an assistant to someone who had a lot of experience. I was in training. I had already been a DJ for 5 years when I went out on that day, but that certainly didn't qualify me to be a wedding DJ. And that's why I was an assistant. So to mark my 20 years as a mobile wedding DJ, I wanted to do a video for brides and grooms because I really don't think there's a lot of information out there for you. You have a lot of videos and a lot of propaganda out there from DJ companies who tell you they're the best, tell you what they can do for you, and all that kind of fun stuff, but nobody's really breaking it down for you. So what I'm going to do in this video is try to do exactly that. Now remember, these things are only my opinions from my experience, but I'm going to give you some tips that might help you out. In this video I want to talk about how you might want to think about hiring your DJ. You only get one shot at this and I want to try to help. So the first thing we're going to talk about is cost. Now why am I going to talk about cost first? I don't think it's the most important factor in your decision making process. In fact, I think it's probably real low on the list of priorities. The reason I'm going to talk about it first is because it's usually the first question you ask a DJ when you call. So let's cover it first. Now, hiring a DJ is kind of like anything else you're doing for your wedding planning process, like buying a wedding dress, or guys, buying that engagement ring, or your banquet facility, anything you can think of, flowers, whatever. Now, when you're looking at all of these things, you've got stuff on the super low end, and you've got stuff on the super high end. Now, most people don't go on the super low end simply because you know you're just not getting a very good product there. And most people don't go on the super high end for several different reasons. One, cost factor. Most people can't afford the ultra high end wedding. And even if you could afford it, maybe it just doesn't jive with your personality. Most of you, when you've bought your wedding dress, when you've got that engagement ring, you found the banquet facility, all of these things, you've gone somewhere in the middle on the price range. Now why did you go there? Probably because that's where you found something that you felt fit your personality. Oftentimes with higher end weddings, a bride and groom will hire a wedding planner, which oftentimes is a great investment, simply because the wedding planner does this for a living. They're professionals in weddings. They know how things work, they know how things go together, they know how to build timelines, they're very good at what they do. But what a lot of bride and grooms don't realize is that oftentimes a good quality DJ can double almost as a wedding planner when it comes to the reception end of things. Why? Well, because we see it all the time. This is what we do for a living. We know what works, we know what doesn't work, and we can definitely consult with you. I'll give you an example. Obviously your florist specializes in flowers. Your photographer specializes in photography. But what a lot of people don't realize is that the banquet facility specializes in two things, food and beverage. And they do it very well. But they do not specialize in entertainment or floor plans for entertainment. And they don't do timelines beyond dinner time. A good quality DJ will be able to consult with you on the floor plan. They'll be able to help you pick a place for the DJ to be that's most effective for the room that you're in. It's going to make for maximum party potential. They can also consult with you for the timeline for the evening. First dance, father-daughter dance, grand entrance. Here's a money saver for you. Let's say you have a photographer that gets paid by the hour. Well, a good quality DJ will try to get all of the important things wrapped up as soon as possible so the photographer can go home early, saving you money, and that's money well spent. When you're shopping for a DJ, there are several different types of DJ companies that you may find out there. One might be the multi-op. Now what this is a company that employs several DJs and has several different mobile systems that go out every weekend for all types of parties. Weddings, birthday parties, bar mitzvahs, corporate events, you name it. Now, oftentimes, the bigger multi-op systems will have huge advertising budgets and be the biggest ad in the yellow pages, so they get a lot of attention. Now, I don't recommend going with the multi-op service for a couple of different reasons. Number one, oftentimes they'll use what we call bait and switch tactics. You could see a DJ at your friend's wedding who's absolutely fantastic from this big multi-op company. you could book them, but by the time your wedding rolls around, you could get somebody else. Now, they're not doing this to be underhanded. Often they're doing this because, quite frankly, the multi-apps often have a high turnover rate. So they can't keep DJs, especially when you have, I don't know, 20, 30, 40, 50 DJs working for you. They're not all going to stick around. They're constantly training new people and bringing new people in, and the old people are going out. The last reason, or one of the other reasons that I wouldn't book with a multi-app is because oftentimes, not all the time, but oftentimes, these DJs who are at your wedding are getting paid minimum wage. And I often wonder how much pride somebody can take in anything where they're only getting paid minimum wage, especially the most important day of your life. So that's the multi-app. Then you have the independent owner-operators. Well, that's what I do. I have my own DJ company. I'm the person who you talk to, I'm the person you book with, I'm the person you consult with, and I'm the one who performs at your event. There are some great owner-operators out there. There are some not so great owner-operators out there. But if you find a good quality one, it's a pretty safe bet. They take a lot of pride in what they do. Another thing you might run into would be an agency. Now, here's why an agency is cool. Check this out. Okay, not all great DJs are good business people, and not all good business people are great DJs. An agency represents independent owner-operators. You can give them a call, let them know what type of DJ you're looking for, what type of music you want to hear, how many people are at your event, all kinds of information about your event, and they can match you up with an independent owner-operator. And finally, the most important factor in choosing your DJ. They've taken several polls, I've seen them over the years, and I think they're pretty accurate. They ask people who have gone to weddings, what do you remember most about the evening? Was it the food? Was it the hall? Was it the chair covers, or the flowers, or the decorations? What was it? More than 80% of people say it was the entertainment that they remember the most. So please keep that in mind. Now, regardless of resume, regardless of experience, or anything else, when hiring your DJ, please be sure to hire the DJ that you like. Find somebody who clicks with you, and find somebody who you trust 100%, because this is your wedding. You get one shot at it, and you want to make it the best event possible. So there are a few tips for you, and I hope they were helpful. There's an awful lot to this process, and we could go on and on for a very long time, but that's enough for one video. If any of you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment, or you can alternately send me an email to briansred@djtutor.com. Good luck to you in your wedding planning process. Thanks for watching.